welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Doctor Who. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 13 of season 1 of Doctor Who. I'm already having a hard time. I don't want to say goodbye to Christopher. I didn't even know what to think about him when I was going to start this, because I knew he was only around for one season. And I didn't know who Christopher Eccleston was. And I was like, oh, he must be a British actor everyone hated as Doctor Who. Or, you know, he's... I don't know. I didn't know what to think of him. And when I started the very first episode, I was like, I love him. I adore this man. And I have come to absolutely love him as the Doctor. And I'm going to find it really hard to say goodbye. I'm sorry. Between putting out the blanket, putting on the shirt, and then I found out John Cena is retiring from the WWE. It's been a very emotional 5 minutes. Anyway, I'm so excited to see how we sort out this Dalek issue. As though it's just a stain and some clothing that we have to wash out. Just this little issue of 500,000 Daleks. You know, one was tough. 500,000, the ships that he thought were destroyed. And like I said, like maybe if the ships aren't destroyed, maybe the Time Lords are still a thing, and maybe he can go home. Maybe he can go home. I don't know. I'm nervous. I don't know if this is going to end with him sacrificing himself. I keep just staring at this face. Smooth out the velvet or whatever material this is, but if there were ever to be a Doctor that would sacrifice himself because he's lost everything, this is the guy. You know? And having a time agent like Jack that can help Rose with the TARDIS, I don't know how we transition into a new Doctor. I don't want a new Doctor. I'm so sorry. I know people love my emotions, and I'm having a really hard time saying goodbye. You know, there's like some things that like were torturous, not torturous, and I would never want to say Battlestar Galactica was torturous, but it was so heavy and so emotional that like I got to the point where like I couldn't wait for it to be completed so I could like just go, and then I was so sad that it was over. And it's just like with this, like I don't want relief from it. I want it to keep going. I want to keep seeing him every time I turn on the show. That's who I want to see. And I know that I have fabulous doctors waiting for me, and everyone's favorite doctors and their favorite stories headed my way. And I just have to say that I've been so impressed with this first season. Even the Slitheen episodes, as awful as I thought they were, revisiting that in the episode previous, you know, and kind of having a resolution with the Slitheen, and at least even with the one character, you know, like I was like, this actually isn't that bad. But like Bad Wolf and the Big Bad Wolf, what is the Big Bad Wolf of Doctor Who? It's the Daleks. And I don't know how we win other than a sacrifice. And I don't know how we do that without losing a TARDIS. I don't know what the play here is. And I love that it's not predictable for me. I mean, maybe if, and I realized, I saw Seska had like Classic Who come up, and I was like, it's Classic Who, not Old Who or Original Who, Classic Who. Who? What? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know if there is like stuff that people were like, I can see what's coming, or I know what's coming, or if everyone was just like, holy crap, here we go. But I absolutely love this series, and I see why people have TARDIS wedding cakes. And I see why people, like, you know, they have Doctor Who tattoos and the bumper stickers, and the stick figure families getting annihilated and exterminated by the Daleks. You know, like, I get it. And I've seen one season. I get it. I am such a huge fan of Doctor Who now. And I knew I would be, and I think that that might have been why I stayed away from it. And I'm glad, because then I've gotten to go on the journey with you guys. But it's just like, I mean, you could tell how much I love Star Wars, and I had to take a break from Star Wars. And like just having like this new world, this whole new universe opened up to me between this and Farscape, like the expanded universes, the far reaches that I could never even dream. It has been a pleasure, and I'm going to have a hard time saying goodbye to him, but I am really curious to know where the story goes from here, and what happens with Captain Jack, what happens with Rose and Mickey. I feel like we had to say goodbye in the episode previous. So was it Boomtown? You know, so I feel like we're shedding a lot of baggage. But I don't know. I don't know if Rose like goes on to the next Doctor. Like, does she remain a companion, or like, is there always a new companion with a new Doctor? Like, do they need an old companion to break in a new Doctor? Does a new Doctor? I don't know how a new Doctor works. I don't want to. I don't want to. Sorry. Oh my gosh. When you're in your 40s and you're throwing a temper tantrum about Doctor Who, you know that it's hitting you on a very, very deep emotional level. And I need to get into this episode, guys. So I'm not going to delay it any further. Let's see how we close this thing out. And then we have the Christmas episode after. And guys. I'm not ready, but I have to be. So guys, let's get into it. Oh, he'll forever have my heart. Parting of the ways. Oh my gosh, the Dalek ships are amazing though. Here we go.
You can't! The TARDIS hasn't got any defenses, you're gonna kill him! You have predicted correctly!
No, not with Jack aboard. Not with Captain Jack.
The extrapolator's working. We've got a fully functional force field.
Jesus. We're going inside the Dalek ship? The mothership? Oh, with a Dalek inside. Oh, wow. Nice job, Jack. Oh.
Looks like I haven't seen you in years.
Told you I'd come and get you.
I never doubted it.
I did. You all right? Not bad. Been better.
Uh-huh.
Hey, don't I get a hug?
Oh, come here.
I was talking to him.
What are we gonna do?
Yeah, what are we gonna
No good
do?
stood round here chin wagging. Human race, you'd gossip all day. Daleks have got the answers. Let's go meet the neighbours.
You can't go out there!
Oh my god, you brave man! Force field.
Is that it? Useless. Null point. So tell me, how did you survive the Time War? They survived through me.
Oh my god, who's that? Is it just a really big Dalek? What is that?
Rose, Captain,
Uh-huh.
this is the Emperor of the Daleks.
Emperor of the Daleks.
Centuries passed, and we quietly infiltrated the systems of Earth. The bodies were filleted, pulped, sifted. Sealed, the human race is perverted.
That makes them half human.
Yeah.
Words are blasphemy!
But also true.
Since when did the Daleks have a concept of blasphemy?
I am the god of all Daleks. Worship him, worship him, worship him.
They're insane.
Uh-huh. And kind of like humans.
Linda, what are you still doing on board? I told you to evacuate everyone.
She was waiting for you.
Didn't want to leave you. There weren't enough shuttles anyway, or I wouldn't be here.
Oh, look at Rose. Like, what the hell happened here?
Oh my god, the fleet is moving. They're
What does that mean? Oh shit, that fleet! I thought there was like a human fleet. Damn it!
Purify the earth with fire. The planet will become my temple and we shall rise.
Wow.
This will be our paradise.
The Emperor of the Daleks is pretty stinking cool. You know, for being a Emperor of the Daleks.
If I can change the signal, fold it back, sequence it. Anyone?
You gotta be kidding.
Give the man a medal.
What? Tell me!
A delta wave!
A delta wave!
A wave of Van Kessedine energy fries your brain. Stand in the way of a delta wave and your head gets barbecued.
And this place can transmit a massive wave, wipe out the Daleks.
Because the Emperor of the Daleks is a big brain.
How long till the fleet arrive?
22 minutes.
Ooh, chop chop! I just enjoy him so much.
I just want to say, thanks, I suppose. And I'll do my best.
Me too.
What? He likes her.
Rose. You are worth fighting for.
Oh.
Wish I'd never met you, Doctor.
Give him a
I
kiss.
was much better off as a coward.
Aw, love it.
See you in hell.
See you in hell.
Rose Tyler, you're a genius!
Yep.
We can do it. If I use the TARDIS to cross my own timeline, yes!
Wait. But then that means that he's...
Hold that down and keep
Then in that
position.
timeline, right, he can't come back?
If I'm very clever, and I'm more than clever, I'm brilliant, I might just save the world. I'll rip it apart.
I'd go for the first one.
Me too.
Yeah, you know, if you have a choice. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Doctor, what are you doing?
Did he just lock her in there? He just saved her life, didn't he?
This is Emergency Program 1. Rose, now listen. This is important. If this message is activated, then it can only mean one thing. The TARDIS is taking you home.
I won't let you.
And I bet you're fussing and moaning now. Typical. But hold on and just listen a bit more. The TARDIS can never return for me. Emergency Program 1 means I'm facing an enemy that should never get their hands on this machine. And if you want to remember me, then you can do one thing. Have a good life. Do that for me, Rose. Have a fantastic life.
You can't do this to me.
You can't do this to me either. Please don't be Cardiff.
I knew it! I was all the way down Clifton Parade. I heard the engines. I thought there's only one thing that makes a noise like that. What is it?
transmitter covers the entire Earth.
You would destroy Daleks and humans together.
He did it with the Time Lords, why not?
Keep working.
But he will exterminate you.
Never doubted him, never will.
Now you tell me, God of all Daleks, because there's one thing I never worked out. The words bad wolf.
Yeah.
I did nothing. They are not part of my design.
Is it Rose?
This is the truth of God.
And it's gone up market, this place. They're doing little
Hey,
tubs of
Jackie.
coleslaw now. It's not very nice. Tastes a bit sort of clinical.
She just lost her best friend.
What do I do? Catch the bus, go to work, come back home.
It's what the rest of us do.
But I can't.
Why? Because you're better than
No,
us?
I didn't mean that.
She's different. Man, Mickey, you're so insecure.
The doctor showed me a better way of living your life. You know he showed you too. You have the guts to do what's right when everyone else just runs away, and I... Come on.
Oh my god. They can fly individually, yeah, like, because they don't... Oh god. Funny story. Battlestar Galactica, I thought the Cylons were actually the Daleks.
You gotta start living your own life. You know, a proper life like the kind he's never had. The sort of life that you could have with me.
Bad Wolf, like, who's sending that message? Is it Rose? Who's sending it?
Maybe it's a message. It's a link between me and the doctor. Bad Wolf here. Bad Wolf there.
Yeah.
What's it saying?
It's telling me I can get back. Least I can do is help him escape.
What does that mean?
Rose, if you go back, you're gonna die.
That's
You
the
don't know
risk
that.
I've got to take.
Oh.
Because there's nothing left for me here.
Nothing?
No.
Okay, if that's what you think, let's get this thing open.
Thank you, Mickey. I don't want to be a jerk, but you're not enough. The doctor is so special. This whole thing is so special. Just shoot him right in the eye. They can't see if the thing goes right. This poor woman. Such a red shirt. Oh, force fields. Oh! They're trying to open it with a chain? I don't know if that's the right car for the job. I don't know why, I just want to say, like, they need a DCO Sandoro. Maybe ask it nicely? I don't know.
Identify yourself.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Ha! Nice, Anne!
Yes!
You are the weakest link.
Oh, well, we got 3 of them. We got 3 of them. Do we have any more of those? So it's like playing its own little game now.
Dad wouldn't give up.
Well, he's not here, is he? And even if he
Ouch.
was, he'd say the same.
No, he wouldn't. He'd tell me to try anything.
Mm-hmm.
If I could save the doctor's life, try anything.
Well, we're never gonna know.
Well, I know. Because I met him. I met Dad.
Don't be ridiculous.
Doctor took me back in time and I met Dad.
Don't say that.
Remember when Dad died? There was someone with him. A girl, a blonde girl. She held his hand.
Alright, I don't know what my computer's doing.
That was me. You saw me.
Stop it. Just stop it!
Oh, we gotta be able to make it back.
Floor 499, we're the last defense. Bullets should work if you concentrate them on the Dalek's eye stalk.
That's what I was saying. Shoot him in the eye.
I'm only here because of you. I joined the program because you were on it.
Am I supposed to say when this is all over, if we're still alive, maybe we can go for a drink?
That'd be nice.
Yeah, well, tough.
Mean. Not so mean. Good for you.
Maybe we should just lock the door and walk away.
I'm not having that. I'm
Wow.
not having you just give up now. No way. We just need
Thank you,
something
Mickey.
stronger than my car. Or something bigger, something like that.
Oh, yeah, rescue. To the rescue, here it comes.
Right, you've only got this until 6 o'clock.
Thank you, Jackie.
Concentrate your fire! Eye stalk, 2 o'clock!
Eye stalk. But it seems like it's absorbing the fire. Is anything even happening? Oh! 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 Damn it.
They found me.
You'll be all right, Linda. That side of the station's reinforced against meteors.
Hope so. You know what they say about Earth workmanship.
It's not good. Shoddy. Blowtorch. No plunger on that. Oh my god. They got new tricks. If one of them has a lightsaber, I'd say we're done for. What are you doing? What are you thinking? What's going on, Linda? Oh. Crap. Supposedly it can handle a meteor, it can handle a ray blast. I don't want anything to happen to Jack either. I don't think trying to force it open is the best way, but be careful that chain doesn't snap and kill you, Jackie. Oh! They got very lucky. Please don't turn into an egg. Oh my god! They're always just left standing there going like, see you next time. Oh, not Jack. Are you gonna physically... Don't hurt Jack, don't hurt Jack.
I kind of figured that.
What? What?
I'll do it!
Then prove yourself, Doctor.
Oh, wow.
Are you coward or killer?
Rose. He's already done it once.
Coward. Any day.
You will be exterminated.
Maybe it's time.
No. Not after Jack, please. Oh, Rose. What is the TARDIS doing?
You looked into the time vortex, Rose. No one's meant to see that.
recreate myself.
You've got the entire vortex running through your head. You're gonna burn.
I want you safe. My doctor. I can see the whole of time and space, every single atom of your existence, and I divide them. The Time War ends.
I cannot die.
I bring life.
But this is wrong. You can't control life and death.
But I can. I can see everything. All that is. All that was. All that ever could be.
That's what I see. All the time. Doesn't it drive you mad?
It's killing me.
I think you need a doctor.
What do we do with him? What's gonna happen to him? That's it? I have a headache. I'm happy Jack's alive. So Jack's alive, but he doesn't go back with them.
What happened?
Don't you remember?
She doesn't remember?
There was this light. I can't remember anything else.
Oh god, what's happening to him? What's happening to him?
I was going to take you to so many places. Barcelona? Not the city, Barcelona. The planet, Barcelona. You'd love it. Fantastic place. They've got dogs with no noses.
That sounds awful. How will you boop?
Then why can't we go?
Maybe you will. And maybe I will. But not like this.
What do you mean?
But it's a bit dodgy, this process.
Uh-huh.
You never know what you're going to end up with. Stay away!
Tell me what's going on.
I absorbed all the energy of the time vortex, and no one's meant to do that. Every cell in my body's dying.
Can't you do something?
How do we stop it?
Now, Time Lords have this little trick. It's sort of a way of cheating death.
Uh-huh.
Except, it means I'm going to change.
A new doctor.
And I'm not going to see you again. Not like this. Not with this daft old face.
But I love that daft old face.
And before I go...
Don't say that.
Rose.
Let him say what he needs to say.
Before I go, I just want to tell you, you were fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And you know what?
What?
So was I.
Yeah, you were. Bye.
New teeth. That's weird. Where was I? Oh, that's right. Barcelona.
And introducing David Tennant as Doctor Who. What a horrible way to say goodbye! Okay. What a horrible way to say hello. I like that daft old face. I don't like saying goodbye. I don't know if you guys get that from me or not. It's a bunch of bollocks. I don't even know what that means. I thought bollocks was butt cheeks or something, but I guess not. Or I don't know. Anyway. I don't really know if that would be considered a good finale or not. Bad Wolf wasn't really explained all that well, other than it was Rose leaving the message, or the vortex leaving the message, or I don't think it's really that greatly explained. Mildly contrived, but the beginning when the doctor sent her away, like, heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. I love that Mickey was like, no, I'm going to help you figure this out. We're going to do this. Jackie coming to the realization that Rose was with her father when he died, and that's who that was. And Jackie wanting to help and saying, as much as I hated the doctor, you know, like, he did the right thing sending you back here. I'm exhausted. I still have to watch the Christmas Invasion, apparently is what it's called, with David Tennant, who looks like a baby. My God. Like, as soon as he appeared, I was like, oh, I'm not familiar with a young David Tennant. Like, I mean, I don't know. He doesn't, I'm going to tip over in this chair. He doesn't look that old in that blanket, but boy, does he look like a baby face when he first appears. New teeth. Barcelona. Rose was holding the time vortex inside of her, something that she should not be able to do. And it literally was going to tear her apart, and the doctor took it from her. I knew he'd sacrifice himself. I thought it would be for Earth, and he wasn't willing to kill again, because he'd already done it once. Oh, Rose. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that as a finale with the Daleks, and it didn't feel like it was well explained, to me at least. And I'm not like saying that it was bad. I mean, I was emotional. Like, definitely the parts that touched me definitely touched me when I thought Jack was like a goner. That was but her bringing him back to life, and her taking away the Daleks and the Emperor of the Daleks. Now, the thing is, though, is that if the Doctor was so sure that him destroying Earth and the Daleks, like, that there would be pockets of humans throughout the universe that would survive, then you'd have to believe that there's pockets of Daleks somewhere as well. The fact that they were 50% human, I think, is like the only reason why the Delta wave would have affected them at all. I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you. A lot of people told me that I needed to watch the last two together, obviously, and that I should watch the Christmas episode before the last two even go up because of things that happen in the Christmas episode. Or I don't want to say Christmas because it's not like it takes place during, well, maybe it does take place during Christmas, but I think it's kind of like the Sherlock Holmes, like the Benedict Cumberbatch Sherlock Holmes thing, where like it's the Christmas episode because it comes out on Christmas, not because it takes place during Christmas. Because I love Christmas episodes of things. They bring me joy. I don't know if it's going to bring me joy. I don't know. I don't... It's like getting into a new relationship right after someone breaks your heart. Like, it's either like really not a good idea, or it just like prolongs a period of heartbreak until that thing falls apart, you know? But like in this, like, I know David Tennant's around for a while. So like now it's like starting a whole new relationship over with a new doctor, with a new person to put all my trust into, with a new personality. Ew. Like, I go years in between relationships. Like, I can't just go to a new episode, but I'm gonna have to. I don't have a choice. I have to continue the series. Oh, my Lanta. I'm exhausted, and my little nose is so tender for like a week and a half of me blowing it and then crying in this episode. I normally have like a wrap up or something that I can like say, I am going to miss Christopher. Jack seems to be stuck in that time because they didn't know that he was alive. I don't know if we can go back. I don't know where we went, where we landed with the TARDIS, that David Tennant popped up. I don't know if we were in Barcelona, if we were in Cardiff, if we were seconds later, you know. And I really want Jackie to know Rose is okay. I really want her to let go of Mickey. But Jackie getting to know a new doctor, well, I worry about the new doctor. I don't know if Rose stops being the companion now. I really thought, I was like hoping that like our doctor, that Christopher would get to stay behind with Linda, and that's not the case. I thought like, I was like, oh, well, like he seems to like feel like a connection with her. I was like, that'd be great if like he could stay behind and have love, and you know, Rose could continue to travel, and you know, there's just a new doctor that he like gave up the life. But so okay, so the Time Lords can cheat death, but he's going to have to change, and he will no longer be him. So is he not going to have the same memories, or does he? Because he was like, new teeth. Like, so is it a new person, or is it, I don't even know. Okay. I'm not ready to let go of Christopher. I keep seeing his face. I see his beautiful, wonderful face back there. I really love Christopher Eccleston. I really do. But I know I have to move forward. Now I'm thinking I might wait until tomorrow to watch it and give myself some time, because I think I really need time to mourn his loss. I didn't think... I was just gonna say I didn't think it'd be this hard. I knew it was gonna be this hard. Who am I kidding? Yeah. I knew it was gonna be hard. At least when you know something is coming to an end, you can cherish every moment that you had. And what he did, and how much he cared for Rose, and how he wanted to take care of her and make sure that she was okay. Such a beautiful thing. And how much she loved and cared about him. That all she wanted to do was get back to him to save him. And like, her just sitting there knowing that this was going to happen in the future and there's nothing she could do about it. The doctor-companion relationship is stronger than like a love. It really is. I know they kissed, and that was to transfer the vortex, and sometimes it feels like they're flirting with each other, and sometimes it's like brother-sister or father-daughter or doctor and companion. You know, it's a very special relationship, and I really love them together. I think they had great chemistry. Billy and Christopher had great chemistry. And I'm really curious to see how she does with David Tennant. I think it'd be so hard to not have chemistry with David Tennant. He seems like he is just such a wonderful person. He really does. Everything, well, you know, besides like the Harry Potter role he had, where he's like flicking his tongue like a snake, and I was like, oh, I don't like it. But like he seems like he's an absolute wonderful person. So I'm excited to see. Just not today. Not today. I need some time. I need a day. Okay. Guys, if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, I feel like this was over like that. And also that it took forever at the same time. I don't know how that's possible. If you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon and up to 2 episodes early. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Okay. I'm just going to ask, how did you guys feel about this finale? How did you feel about this ending? It didn't, Bad Wolf, I don't feel like got explained at all. And maybe that continues into the next season, and that's a constant thing with Doctor Who. I don't know. I thought I put it together that it's the big bad wolf, but Bad Wolf seems to be something of the time vortex or Rose or the whole kit and caboodle. I'm not quite sure, but you know, like having like the Daleks have an emperor and like them being 50% human, and that like they all of a sudden are like worshiping a god. I was just like, well, that seems very human like for at least 50% of us. I mean, maybe more. I don't even know, but like it just seemed a little too quick in pace, a little contrived, but I don't think you'll ever hear me say that I don't like an episode of Doctor Who. I don't like the Slitheen, but I don't regret watching those episodes. Some of my most emotional reactions have been Doctor Who, like Father's Day, the Dalek episode, which was so, I could have never told you that was coming. That I was like, oh wow, like, and I think it was mostly because of Christopher and his performance, and that's all I can really say about him is that like what he gave and what he gave us as a doctor. If this is what the jumping off point is for the rest of the series, I'm so happy. And I know everyone has their favorites, and I know that there's stuff that people do not like about certain things. And I think it's the same thing that people like find about Star Wars, is that they like really liked the Star Wars that came out when they were kids and how it made them feel. And then when a new generation got a new Star Wars, they hated it. And then when a new generation got a new Star Wars, you know, they hated it. And like, I'm a person that I'm genuinely open, and I can't tell you that I loved the prequels. The sequels I don't think are awful. I don't think that they still capture that my childhood like the original trilogy does, but there's like some people that they grew up with the prequels and they absolutely love the prequels, and like it's like it for them, and then they're like, yeah, these feel kind of old-timey for the originals. And then, you know, like, so it's like maybe people really like this era of Doctor Who and they really like this vibe and how this feels, and so they don't like the newer Who, or you know, and people have their opinions on whether or not they like something, but I would just say that like the whole point of Doctor Who, from what I can tell, is love and humanity and empathy and finding that in yourself. So if you don't like the rest of the series or like other doctors, just remember that the whole lesson is love and empathy. At least that's what I'm getting from it. And especially finding your humanity and trying to be a good a person as you possibly can. That's what I'm getting from it. That's what he taught me. I'm gonna miss him so much. God, how do people just move on? I don't know what the difference. I don't know what the time difference is between the end of this episode and the Christmas one. You know what? I'm pretty sure I can just like look up. Oh, that's not even the right mouse. Shit. Let's see. June 18th. Okay. September. So you guys got a couple months in between. Was it 2006 or 2005? Whoa. Oh, and it says it's Christmas Eve. I'm not like trying to read like the synopsis, but it says the Christmas invasion, and it says September 29th, 2006. So like a year and a couple months for you guys to mourn the loss, and I cannot move on in just a couple mere minutes. Yeah, that's not going to happen. No, I'm good. I'm good. Xander, I'm going to blow my nose. Yeah, I think I'm going to wait maybe tomorrow or even a couple days before I watch the next episode, because it was the same thing that I faced with Battlestar Galactica, is that, you know, there were a week in between every episode and then like 9 months to a year in between every season, and I was just watching it back to back to back to back to back. And that's not the way it's supposed to be watched, even though that's the way that Portlandia did the sketch about binge watching it. I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. But I do need time It's funny, I did an interview recently about how I decompress, or like, like how I, center myself after one of these, and this one's different. This one's different. It's not like it's a surprise where it's like an episode of like Game of Thrones where all of a sudden, your favorite character holds a door and you're devastated. You know what I mean? Not that he was anyone's favorite character, but definitely people cared. But like I knew it was coming to an end, and I just, you know what I'm gonna do? Okay, for the Americans, you might know this. For non-Americans, you could probably find clips if they don't have it available for you in the UK. But there is a streaming service channel called Dropout, and it's like from College Humor from like back in the day. A lot of millennials will know what that is. But they have like a show called Game Changer. So every time there's a game, it changes what the game's even about. And I personally find delight in that because I never know what's coming. And I urge you to check it out. If you guys are a fan of like Dungeons and Dragons and like Critical Role, then I'm sure you know D20, and you know who Brendan Lee Mulligan is. He's on it all the time. It's just so good. Yeah, I think I might do that for the next couple hours. Just watch some of that, cuddle the puppy, and just try to relax. I think I've wiped myself. I think I did a number on myself today watching a whole bunch of Doctor Who, but I don't have any regrets either. I never will. Never have, never will. Man, I love this show, and I love Christopher Eccleston, and thank you so much for being here along in this ride, and I will see you in the next one without this shirt on, because these guys, they're out of there. Dust. Okay, guys. I'll see ya.